What's up, guys? Welcome back to Practical Investments. Again, it's me. I've been a little bit of a hiatus, got to work a lot last week, but I am back, guys. If you can please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into this. We saw what happened with Hertz last week. It spiked up beautifully off of the buying target that we had. It went amazingly well. I can't take credit for it all because it takes a lot of people to do a lot of research. I got to find a lot of things from other creators and also other investors that I sincerely believe in. But thank you to all the ones that gave me compliments or told me thanks for them making some gains. Hey, it's all in a day's work, and I appreciate you guys for supporting me and also liking my content. I appreciate that. But let's get more into Hertz and see what's going on. So Hertz spiked over, I think, 88% overall since that the fall down to 144. But let's see why. Hertz spikes. This is Yahoo Finance, by the way. Hertz spikes Tuesday morning, which was today. Post earnings rally continues as retail enthusiasm grows. Right. Quick read. Hertz jumped 39% in a week after quarter two revenue hit 2.4 billion, up 10% year over year on pricing power despite operating with a smaller fleet. CA car barely moved while Uber gained 9% on the week, confirming rated fuel retail traders, not sector strength, are driving Hertz higher. So that's what they're saying. Obviously, because the stock is, a dollar and change. I get it. A lot of retail traders, a lot of guys that penny stock trade and all these things want to get into a cheaper place. So it makes sense for them to pump it up a little bit. But again, remember, we're thinking long term with this stock. So this is not just a pump and just sell and find something else. This is more long term. Okay. Um, let's get into the actual. Oh, all right, let's read this. Shares of Hertz Global Holdings, Hertz, are ripping higher in Tuesday morning, afternoon trading, changing hands around $2.64, a 25% jump from Monday's close at 212. The move extends a violent post earnings bounce with the stock now up 39% over the week. Let's get into the actual stock real quick. So, when it comes to the actual stock, right, as you can see, um, this is Tuesday, by the way. I use my ruler here. I measure from the bottom to the top, and it says we got about an 89% jump on, well, I guess you consider that about 89% jump from the bottom to the top, which is great. But where is it going now, right? So we had a little bit of resistance here around, I believe, $3. And if you look to the left, yep, move it out of the way. We have some resistance pretty much here at about 280, and that's fine. If you look at the weekly chart, you can see we're still low on that RSI, so I believe we're going to pop right through that. And also, what I noticed on this particular play, guys, when that RSI is low like that, the RSI is very, very low. Typically, we get a bounce past that 200 EMA. And that 200 EMA, if you guys know, that's a very strong level of support and resistance. So I believe we're going to probably pop past that eventually. Do I know the timetable or when we're going to do that? I do not know, but I know if you hold long enough and you have some more conviction, and if you have some emotional intelligence, you're going to make it past $7 eventually, easily, in my opinion. As you can see in the past, RSI is down here, pop past 200. RSI is down here, pop past 200. RSI down here. I'm sorry, RSI down here, pop past 200. 200 is the red one, by the way, guys. And RSI is down here. So I believe we're going to pop past $7 and head higher. Where are we going to go? So as far as my technical analysis on the daily chart, just two things that I just picked up real quick. Uh, on the daily chart, we have a huge gap here. I think we're going to probably fill. So I'm looking, the first target obviously being here, about $3.99 to about $5. And there's other small gaps in between here on small time frames. But me being the investor that I am, just wanting to hold through all of this, I see the bigger picture. And I saw this big gap all the way up here at 28 to $32. Now, am I saying that all gaps fill? Definitely not, right? But most of the time, I believe all gaps fill. It takes a while because we need a lot of buying power. We need a lot of momentum to get up there, but I think we will get up there. You know, for all the holders, if you're a holder like I am, you know we have a lot of upside with this company. I have more news to give you guys in the future about this company in terms of mergers with Uber and mergers with other Uber, and also who's Uber working with to kind of coincide with Hertz. I still think it's a buy. You know, it's not financial advice, but in my opinion, I like it. I have some. You know, I'm not gonna recommend anything to anybody if I don't hold the actual shares. So I hold these shares myself. For me, it's a buy because I bought it, and I plan on holding on to this thing for as long as I can until I get the max out of it. Now, for instance, could we get this big move, kind of like how we had here? Um, a big move like this, where we go from, you know, roughly $2 all the way to 35 in a matter of days. We could. Well, I mean, this is a matter of months, if you will. Well, yeah, it might matter about a month. We could do that, or we can get a move from, you know, how it kind of fell down here and we went up to 46. You know, as we know, Avis did something very similar to that a while ago. Let's look at Avis real quick. Avis did a move that was ridiculous. I just want to point that out. Here, Avis shot up from, let's move this out a little bit, $84 to $850. Now, if that happens with Hertz, holy crap, right? That'll be amazing. But I'm not gonna hold my breath for that because anything happens in the market, right? We do know that Hertz is way bigger than Avis. We do know they have more partnerships, I believe, than Avis. We know that they have more, I believe, potential in terms of just movement up because they're so low than Avis. So we'll see how things go. But until then, I am buying, I'm holding. Obviously, if you have that kind of move, I am selling. I'm letting you guys know that right now. But as for right now, I'm holding and I want to see this thing out. So that's pretty much that's pretty much it with Hertz, excuse me. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. If anybody made some money off of it, please let me know. If you made some money off of it, put it down in the chat. Let me know. You know, just give me you guys your opinion on the stock. Let me know what you guys think. Until then, guys, I appreciate you guys' support. And again, please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for supporting my channel. Peace.